little birds known as tits are among some of the most recognisable of the garden birds we see across the UK. Famous little faces such as the blue tit, great tit and the tiny coal tit are easily spotted with their bright blue and green feathers, dodging up to bird feeders and running off with the contents. The great tit is a common bird across Europe, the Middle East, Central and Northern Asia and areas of Northern Africa. As its name indicates, it is one of the largest of the tit family at about 12.5 to 14 centimetres in length and is a very distinctive bird. It has a bluish-black crown, black neck, throat, head and white cheeks. The breast is lemon yellow and has a broad black stripe down the centre. The beak is olive green and the wings are bluish grey. Females are similar but slightly less intense in the colouring. Not as colourful as some of its relatives, the coal tit has a distinctive grey beak, black cap and white patch at the back of its neck. Its smaller, more slender bill than the blue and great tits means it can feed more successfully in conifers. A regular visitor to most feeders, they will take and store food for eating later. The long-tailed tit has one distinctive feature which is obvious from its name, a long tail. This particular bird is well known for its undulating flight pattern and gregarious behaviour, often enjoying the company of up to 20 birds at a time. These UK resident birds can be seen all year round in most parts of the UK, except in the extreme northern parts of Scotland. Dunnocks are common little garden and hedgerow birds. They have a more colourful domestic arrangement than most birds, since females will often court other males whilst already mated with another. This ensures that her chicks will receive an adequate supply of food from both males, no matter who the father is. In the south of England, dunnocks are the preferred host for cuckoos. Even though cuckoo eggs look very different to their own, dunnocks unwittingly rear giant cuckoo chicks. The bullfinch is a striking bird found across the UK throughout the year. The adult male has bright pink underparts and a black head and face. Although seen in gardens, it is more commonly associated with scrub and woodland. The UK bullfinch population has declined by 36% since 1967 and is one of the species that the Beyond the Maps research programme is hoping to investigate. The female bullfinch, as seen here, has a slightly less ostentatious underside, being mainly of a greyish buff colour, whereas the adult male has a bright pink-red underpart. Smaller than blackbirds with a short tail, pointed head and triangular wings, starlings look black at a distance, but when seen closer they are very glossy with a sheen of purples and greens. Their flight is fast and direct, and they walk and run confidently on the ground. Noisy and gregarious, starlings spend a lot of the year in flocks. And of course, one of nature's spectacles is a murmuration of starlings. The robin, or robin redbreast, is arguably the UK's favourite bird. With its bright red breast, it is familiar throughout the year and especially at Christmas. Males and females look identical. Robins sing nearly all year round, and despite their cute appearance, they are aggressively territorial and are quick to drive away intruders. Believe it or not, they will also sing at night next to street lights. The robin's diet is principally insects and worms, which it will normally catch by swooping. That is to say, snatching its prey on the ground after watching for a moment from a perch above. They will also often follow a gardener that is digging the soil over for easy pickings. Robins, both males and females, hold their own separate feeding territories in the winter, which they defend vigorously. By around Christmas, many will have paired up. Initially, they do not spend much time together, merely tolerate one another, but will remain together until the following autumn moult.